Hi everybody. I'm going to be discussing Sherman Alexie's The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian. And what I want to talk about in this is the use of both text and images in conveying meaning in the story. So I got the idea from a movie that I had watched recently that brought up the debate, the picture versus the word. And one proponent of the picture, for example, used the phrase, well, a picture is worth 1,000 words. And so they had this debate going on in which is better to convey meaning, the picture or the word. And I thought about it within this text in that Ellen Fournier's images seem to not really argue so much as support Alexie's text. At times the text argues against the image, so it kind of works in both ways. And I like that it doesn't do one thing because what I want to discuss in this text is the theme of hope. And within the theme of hope, a lot of the images define it and talk about it and describe it, what you have to leave to get it, what you have to give up, what characteristics you need to have, what race you should be, just different questions in defining hope. And I like that Arnold is in this story reasoning it out for himself, and so the text and images kind of help him to reason out this theme of hope. And so in using text and images, there is a passage actually from Gordy in this book that supports the use of both image and text to convey meaning or plot. And I'll read it to you. It says from Gordy on page 96, you read a book for the story, for each of its words, and you draw your cartoons for the story. And he's discussing Arnold's drawings with him, and Gordy is actually stating in this passage that they both convey meaning to tell a story. And so Gordy's passage here actually supports the use of image and text, which this is what this text does. So the first image I want to show you regarding hope is this, and this is where I'll show it to you. I hope you can see it. Okay, so this image actually states that in order to achieve hope, you have to go away from the reds. And the text that supports that is from Arnold's teacher, Mr. P. You're going to find more and more hope the farther and farther you walk away from this sad, sad, sad reservation. So here the text actually supports leaving your family, leaving your home to obtain hope. And then this is what image tells you what happens to Arnold when he does leave. He asks his parents who has the most hope, and his parents say white people. And so it seems that when he leaves the reservation and goes to school, he actually obtains this dual identity. And so whether he's at home or whether he's at school, he's half white and half Indian. So this image actually shows that hope rests on the white side. It actually lists the word hope on that side of the image, and positive words like opportunity. On the Indian side, we see words such as cancer, diabetes, and vanishing, and that is the Indian side. So we have this image of this dual identity, but we also have text that argues against this identity, and it is from Gordy also. Gordy states to Arnold, if that were true, then wouldn't all white people be successful? And so Gordy raises this question that maybe white is not related to hope, and that kind of brings hope to Arnold, and then he kind of trumps this image. And so another image where hope is related to white is hope as like a fantasy, something that can't be obtained. This image actually says white, 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 white on it, and Arnold says, I don't know if hope is white. Hope for me is like some mythical creature. And so the text actually supports that hope for Arnold is just some myth that he can't obtain. So in discussing the image versus the text and how this text supports the images and vice versa in conveying hope, um, I wanted to talk to you about maybe bringing a debate in literature, like a literary debate of YA text with students, so that the students can delve into the text using pictures and words. And maybe if you, like, for example, had a debate in your classroom to show or draw out themes and argue it with the picture and see which shows that theme or conveys meaning more, the picture or the word. And you could actually put text students on the text side of it and students on the picture side of it. And they could actually have like a literary kung fu debate in your classrooms. I like this idea for students that are competitive and that they might be compelled to delve into the text just so that they can win the debate. So I feel like this would be a good tool to use to argue out themes in YA Lit. I also want to bring in text that talks about the theme of hope in the end, where I feel like it doesn't really resolve it, but that Arnold kind of has more of a concrete answer about hope for him as a person. And this passage says, "I used to think the world was broken down by tribes," I said, "by black and white, by Indian and white. But I know that isn't true. The world is only broken into two tribes, the people who are assholes and the people who are not." I walked out of the classroom and felt like dancing and singing. It all gave me hope. And so here, Arnold has hope. And, it may not resolve the theme for him, but he does have hope. And it's not because he belongs to a certain tribe that he has it. It's just that he has it, and because he reasons this out for himself. And so, I don't know, it's kind of a debate going on in my head, and I feel like that it would be a really good, useful tool to use a debate regarding certain things in YA Lit, like Alexie's Lit. So I look forward to your feedback and any comments you guys have regarding this, and I can't wait to read your or watch your vlogs too. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.